You got to take it.
That's harsh.
You give it, you take it.
That's brutal.
You give it, you take it.
One more after. Go on,
one more.
Go on, one more.
Go
on,
I think there's one more. Hold on. It's coming. Just stick it in there. Oh, it keeps going, is it? Okay, all right, we get it.
Go on, one more.
Go on, one more. Just one for the Premier League. That is enough now.
One more.
Go on, one more. Just one more. We've waited all season. Okay. No. Don't. What you don't want to do is when it goes just a cappella now. No, don't fade this bit up. No, don't fade it up. Oh, don't. Oh no, don't. Don't put a laughter track at the end of it because that's horrible. No, that's awful. Oh no, that's terrible. Even Jay. Wow.
Those boys behind the glass.
Wow.
They're faceless, right?
Yeah. By the way, one's an Arsenal fan. How about that? Huh?
The gall.
How are you?
I'm okay, matey. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yes.
Good
weekend.
We are setting up, of course, the hotline now for Clobby. Faceless Clobby.
No, Clobby will turn up.
No, of course he won't.
Oh, look.
Jason, I told you every week we're going to win. He will never. 100% Mo, and Clobby will not phone up.
Do you know what? They will.
They will not.
They will. They will. They will phone up. They will. They're big. They're big boys. They will. They will. I'm convinced.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you? This could have been a very different show.
Oh, wow.
And look, first off, congratulations to Man City. Right?
Yeah.
They've been
big congratulations to Man City. Actually, well done.
Well done.
Now officially my second team. They're not my second team. That's a joke.
No, congratulations to them. And they were pushed by two brilliant sides. You can barely separate them. It's going into it was goal difference. Look, let's see, we're going to win in goal difference. And hard lines Liverpool because they pushed them all the way. They did as much as they could. Two brilliant sides, and in the end, City somehow nearly snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
I was obviously you were working. I was watching both games.
Yes, I didn't see that.
I was watching both games. I watched the first half of the Man City game, and then when I was going to say when they went, it felt like a we. When they went 2-0 down, I was like, it must be me. It must be me on my block. I've got to turn it over. I can't watch it. So then, because I thought it doesn't matter what happens in the Liverpool game. Sorry, in the City game, because Liverpool need to win, right?
Yes,
so if Man City get beat, it doesn't matter.
Right.
So I thought I'll watch the Liverpool game because they're losing. Then it went 1-0, and I went, well, it still doesn't really matter. It still doesn't matter.
Were you panicking?
Right?
You panicking?
Oh, you would not.
Yeah.
One of my kids come in. She went, Daddy, and I went, wait! Football's on! Get out! I didn't want kids anyway. I was drunk that night. And all of a sudden, Liverpool took the lead. I'm like, oh. And then I hear it's 2-1. I'm like, okay, all right. Then it's 2-2 at the Etihad. Yeah. Then it went 3-2. Then while I'm watching the Liverpool game, all of a sudden the Liverpool crowd start cheering.
Yes, I saw that.
And the commentator was like, I don't know why they're cheering. There's not been a goal. And I was like, are you sure you've got that right? Are you sure there isn't a goal at the Etihad? But then, of course, Liverpool, I think Man City kicked off the second half about a minute before Liverpool. So when Liverpool got to 90 minutes, I thought it could be over now at the Etihad. So I turned over, and there was 4 minutes of added on time. And Aston Villa were fighting for the ball. I still don't get this, right? I said Steven Gerrard, as Villa manager, understandably, not got a problem with it, will be desperate to beat Man City for the obvious reason, the connections. And people was phoning up saying, how can I question the integrity? Let me tell you, right, I think Villa lost, 17 or 18 games this season. Let me tell you, if they put in the fight that I saw from Aston Villa in the last 5 minutes of that game, they would have been top 6, top 8. I don't know where that counts. What were they fighting for? Who cares if you're a Villa player? But, listen, don't take it personally, Liverpool fans. It's a sort of backhanded compliment. I know how good you are. I couldn't handle you doing the quadruple. Yeah, it would have absolutely destroyed me.
Yes, it would.
All right?
It would, yeah. And they come close. Fair play. They're going to play in every single game that was laid out in front of them before the ball was kicked. But yeah, it was a very different experience for me because I was at Stamford Bridge doing the Chelsea game, and that was pretty dull, if I'm brutally honest with you. But of course, we want to keep being kept updated of what was going on up and down the country. So when I found out Liverpool went 1-0 down, I thought they're going to win. That was not in doubt. It was whether City could win, and then you hear it's 2-0 to Villa, and people around me.
Could have been more as well, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I only saw the highlights, so you'd have seen, all the. Yeah. So anyway, at 2-2. The Chelsea crowd starts singing, "Come on, City, come on, City." The Chelsea crowd was singing it, "Come on, City," at 2-2. Then all of a sudden, there's a rumble around the crowd. I'm looking around to the blokes who were giving, and they've gone, "It's 3-2, it's 3-2." So the Chelsea fans were cheering City's goal.
Nuts.
I mean, it was a brilliant day. Fair play to the pair of them. It's a brilliant day.
Yeah.
It must be amazing to sit and watch that.
City were only as good as they were because Liverpool pushed them all the way.
Yeah,
I think it's fair to say they're both. Listen, I'll be honest. They're both wonderful, wonderful teams. Head and shoulders above everyone at the moment.
They come close. They come real close. Yeah. Really close.
But Jay, not close enough.
No. This is true. And a lot of Liverpool fans were convinced it was going to be their day, and it looked like it might be for a period, but. Credit to City, they managed to dig out. That's digging out something there, mate. Finding something because it wasn't going their way. But credit to both of them. But
to Pep as well.
Well done, City. Well done, honestly. Yeah. Fair play to both sides. But City are the champions.
Excuse me.
Congratulations to them. So
it was great. We've got lots coming up between now and 1. I'll go through the rest of it a bit later on. Obviously, we're going to concentrate on all the big football results from the weekend. A quick word on the other stories from the weekend. Spurs.
Fair play to Leeds.
You don't want to talk about Spurs?
It was already done, though, wasn't it? The Spurs. I mean, it was almost impossible, wasn't it? They're playing.
It was, yeah.
I mean, what Norwich? Oh my God. I mean, what is that perform? What has that return to the Premier League been all about? No. Apparently, they're one of the biggest spenders in Europe in the summer. They're going to go back. They'll come back up. That's what they do. But they've got to come back and they've got to find a way to try and make a fist of it.
I agree.
God almighty, that was...
do you think out of the two, Spurs and Arsenal, the right team is playing Champions League football?
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, definitely, without question. Spurs
they've got one of the best centre forwards. Son's one of the best players. They've got one of the best managers. I think they're the best.
Yeah, and this goes back to we're talking about United, but how United didn't go for Conte.
Well,
you could I agree. You could be sitting there anyways.
Yeah. The biggest team in North London is who currently? If you're a top player and both come in for you, who are you going to?
Right now, Spurs.
You're going to Spurs
right now, but
they're the bigger side.
But
okay. Did Arsenal throw it away, or did they overachieve?
I think probably it was just a bit too much. They've done as best as they could. The North London derby was key, absolutely key. They had to, even though they got a draw, they couldn't get beat. But Spurs, they're ready for the Champions League more than Liverpool, Arsenal right now.
Okay, we'll take calls on all the above, and anything we missed out. Then feel free to pick up the phone and get involved. 03717222334. Clobby not phoned up yet. 100% Moaz. That's good. Although he's 10% at the moment. But
can I just say as well?
Yeah.
What a good week Everton have had.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh my God, they've stayed up. And
Liverpool
stayed lost.
Up, and Liverpool. So that all of a sudden is a bit more palatable. They've been dreadful, Everton. Another shocking performance again that weekend.
Your mate Lampard, though.
I have to say, very odd post match. I thought Franks. He just wanted it over. He said, "That's it. That's just what it is." We try. It must have been hard because they'd already achieved what they wanted to not get relegated. And Arsenal needed the points more than Everton did, but that's a really worrying performance. That I have to say.
03717223344. No Clobby yet. No Clobby.
Yeah, he'll phone up.
No,
he will. I promise you, Clobby will.
Let's take one quickie before the break. Danny joins us, a Liverpool fan. Hello, Danny.
You all right, guys?
Hey, Danny boy.
How are you? How you feeling?
I'm okay.
Okay. Well done for phoning up, by the way, Dan.
I'm just glad that we was never top on the final day.
You weren't. It makes no difference, does it, Dan?
No, I mean, we've got the Champions League final to look forward to.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? If you don't win the Champions League, so all, and I'm using that as a backhanded compliment because the Liverpool so good. All you win is the FA Cup and the League Cup. Is that failure this season with that team?
No,
it's success.
Of course, it's success. It's 2 trophies.
I know, but everyone's been telling me that this Liverpool side is the greatest football side we've ever seen in England.
You can't win them all.
No.
You're hurting, Dan, aren't you?
They done as much as they could. They done absolutely as much as they possibly could, but they come up against a brilliant side and a brilliant manager.
Liverpool pushed all the way this season, and they've come up short in the league by a point. If maybe the referee gave that handball against Everton, might have been different.
Oh, can't we go back that far? I mean, every club could say that, Dan, couldn't they? Every club could say that.
Sorry, hold on. Say that again. If what the penalty would have been given against Man City?
Yeah.
Why? How do you know they would have scored it? How do you know City wouldn't have scored after it? No, serious though. Do you know what I mean, Dan? I've heard so many people say oh, they didn't give the penalty. You got to score it, and City might have scored 5 more after that.
You know what? I can't take anything away from Man City. To be 2-0 down with 15 minutes to go and win 3-2, no matter who you're playing, it's just brilliant.
Yeah. Well, listen, I appreciate it. It's not easy after A, we batter you, and B, you lose the Premier League. You know, it's all tongue in cheek, but well done for phoning up, Dan.
We're going to win the Champions League anyway.
Well, look, your favourites, and it can still be an unbelievable season for Liverpool. It still can be.
Oh, without a doubt.
I mean, to get to 3 cup finals in one season is an unbelievable achievement. To win 2 cups and go to the Champions League, and they're favourites, and
they might have a few injury doubts, which is a worry.
Yeah, they've had a hard season. They've had a real slog. Extra time for Chelsea last weekend. They pushed. They done what they could yesterday as well to try and get themselves at the top of the table. It wasn't to be, but this will be a tough game. But I think the Liverpool favourites.